Good evening, everybody. Hope y'all all doing okay. Time to get something fixed to eat. I had kind of a crazy spell last night. My blood pressure went extremely high, and my blood sugar went extremely low. So I don't know what was going on, but I've got blood tests ordered. I texted my doctor and told him to get that ordered for me, and so I'll go in the morning to get my test, because I have to see what that shows, and that's where you go from there. But we've still got to have something to eat. So I asked Mother what she wanted. She said, well, you decide. But I said, well, what about some chop suey vegetables? I don't have no hamburger meat, but I've got that good roast that I cooked yesterday, and rice with some soy sauce. And she said, you know, that sounds really good. So that's what I'm going to make for us. We sure had a lot of fun last night in the cornfield. I did. I hope everybody did. I've got to get these apples. I've got to make some fried apple pies. Maybe I'll try to do that tomorrow. Because I don't like things wasting. Y'all know that. So now let me get some of this roast taken off of here. It's been in the refrigerator. And we'll just use some of that in our Oriental food, just so that we don't have to worry about something else. See how that's so soft and good, that'll just cut off there. I'll show you how to mix that with that. We'll just put this back. I'm going to put it in here, but I'm not going to leave it in that big pan to take up room in the ice box. So I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'll just stick this over here until I can rinse my hands. Rinse my hands and all that. I don't probably need that. Let me get a pan. I think I'll use our the little skillet I just cooked an egg in this morning, and I'll put just a little bit of avocado oil in there. Let that kind of start heating. Now let me get up here in the cabinet and get what we're needing. Let's put some green peas in it. And let's put some little choice stir-fry vegetables. And I'm going to use instant white rice tonight. I'm not going to go all out. I've got my rice cookers and I've got all that, but I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. Let me see what other vegetables I had up here. I want peas or green beans. I think I'll do the peas. And I've got 2 cans of this. I got a can of lo choy stir-fry vegetables. Then I've got a can of bean sprouts, because this will last us a few days. Let me cut y'all off, and I'll be back. I'll get these cans opened up. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this easy peasy, quick and easy. We use the pork roast, kind of a stir-fry rice, but let's do our rice first. So we'll put in 3 cups, just 3 cups of water. Put it. I'm going to see. I use my Instapot pan for a lot of things besides just cooking Instapot. So it makes a good little rice cooking pan. And I'm going to give a little butter, I think. Let me see. Y'all. Let's get us a little butter spoon. Well, that challenge butter, that was $2.99, but that, if I don't make my own butter, I use challenge with the canola oil. Well, if either one's on sale, but this was only $2.99, usually about regular, about $5. That's good on that. I hope y'all all doing okay today. We're trying to. Now this is not no traditional, this is Billy Jean's Oriental food. Like I grew up as a child, we would have had sirloin, ground sirloin in this and all that, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to do it Billy Jean's way. So, I'm going to use one, while I'm going to go ahead and cook that rice, I'm going to go ahead and put one fat squash in that. Put one fat squash in that rice, water. So we can do it that way. Just as easy. Be careful, don't cut your hands, because these squash are slick. They're slick. I don't want them too big, but I don't want them too small either. I think this gives the stir fry or the rice dish, I'm not going to call it stir fry because I'm not getting the woks out and all that. This is just a Texas kind of an Oriental dish the way that I do it. This may not be like anybody else does it, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm not cutting this up like anybody that knows what they're doing. I'm kind of doing this kind of like a crazy person. But I don't feel real well today. You know, when your blood pressure goes real high and your blood sugar goes real low, it takes a few days to feel acclimated again. So this, we're going to put it in this. Let me go ahead and turn that up. I've washed that squash and I've diced that squash or cut it. We're going to put that in there. And all the little bits and pieces. Be kind of like homemade boiled squash. We could have done that too. When I bought those, I thought, well, I'll do a boiled squash. But after I saw them in there, I thought, you know, let's just have, I don't think I need a whole onion, even though it's a small onion. I don't want a whole one. And I may just go ahead and, I got to chop it anyway to put it in my skillet. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and chop it while I'm doing this. I'll just go ahead and use it. We'll use it. We'll saute it and it'll be, then you won't have no leftovers. Got those little green onions Mama likes. In here. Yeah, I get them like about 69 cents. And you got your little green onions in your little parcels. But I'm going to use this today. I'll use these green onions if I do some egg drop soup sometime this week. I try to make our food kind of healthy, but you know, I'm going to tell y'all what I think may have blew my blood pressure up was that I ate 2 of those pickles, tomatoes, and you know how those are, ooh, they'll make you just purse your lips like you're going to kiss somebody because they're so bitter, not bitter, but tangy, and they got a lot of salt in them. And with liver disease, you do not need the salt. Kidney disease, you do not need the salt. But I wasn't thinking when I was sitting here talking to y'all, I forgot. And I thought, you know, you're going to probably regret that. And I kind of do. Kind of did. Let me get a wood spoon. Couldn't live without my wood spoons. Let me tell you that. Now I'm going to move one of my blues dishes. My blue Delf. I'm going to move it. And I'm going to move Billie Jean Nessie. I'd already put some spice in there. So I'm going to move her, or it, this, right back here. As I told y'all, this front burner where my chopping board, it doesn't work. The button is wonky, and when I turn it on, it'll work. The burner will work. It's just that when I try to turn it off, the button doesn't always turn off, and I nearly caught a kitchen towel on fire. Y'all probably think, wonder you don't do that all the time, but I've been trying to be more careful, y'all. I really have. Mother got on to me 2 or 3 times. Watch those, because she watches the video. Watch those kitchen towels. You're going to catch something on fire. So I'd put a teaspoon of mustard seed, a teaspoon of garlic, and a teaspoon of onion powder in this. That's all that I put into this. And then I grind them because, you know, I tell y'all, with this little Morton pestle, grinding my vegetables, they have better flavor than trying to get them out of your containers. So I'm going to put a teaspoon to start out with, a good teaspoon of salt into that. I'm going to put a good teaspoon of pepper into that. And then just grind it some more. Okay, probably I need more oil. This is just avocado oil, so okay, those are going, and this is going, and this is going. Put our onions down in here. Get another wood spoon. Let's saute those onions on down. Go ahead and put our spice in there. We'll go ahead and put it in there. Saute our onions with our mustard and garlic, salt, pepper, and onion powder, because I think the onion powder, we have enough onion, but sometimes these store-bought onions, they don't have a lot of flavor anymore. And we're going to watch this now. Once I get that to where it's kind of, okay, now I buy this sesame seed oil. So I'm going to put that in with my catful for right now. That just gives a good smoky flavor. That's what you use in egg drop soup, and that gives it a smoky flavor, and it's going to be good. Now we'll go ahead and cut this. So we'll just kind of, let me turn that on down. Kind of just want to take your pork roast and cut it on down there, chop it, get it all chopped up. Get that piece of fat there. We don't have to have that big old little piece of fat. Not too bad. There's some more fat. A few of those pieces a little bit larger. Go ahead and put that in there. Saute pan. Not used to. Okay. There we go. Get that fat, don't want it. Okay. Now, let me get this kind. Oh, that smells delicious, y'all. When you get that pork and stuff in there, that really smells good. Okay, let's check this. See about our... Oh yeah, they're done. They're more than al dente, which means here's a little piece of two to two. So we'll just go ahead. Might as well put about a teaspoon of salt into that to make sure. That'll be your squash and rice mixture there. You want to put a little bell pepper in there, a little jalapeno or something like that, you can. I'm not going to. But I am going to put 3 cups of minute rice, quick rice. 1, 2, a hefty 3. Let me kind of stir that in. I'm going to turn that burner off now for the rice and the squash. We're just going to leave that, let that get there. It'll be kind of a yellow rice in a way. Let me get a lid. Well, I don't know. Oh. I'm trying to move my kitchen around, clean, get some stuff done in it. Okay. I'll just put this right on that. Now I've got that turned off. And I'm going to pull that over here. I'm just going to pull that right over there. Oh, this smells delicious, y'all, here. See how that's browning? How that's browning that up? See how brown that's getting? Okay, I'm going to cut y'all off a minute. I'm going to get this cleaned up and I'll be back. Okay, so I basically got that little bit of mess cleaned up. That's browned real nice there. Now I'm going to bring these vegetables. I'm just going to put a can of green peas in there. Then I'm going to put my chop suey. I want that juice to get that, deglaze that pan kind of. So I didn't drain my bean sprouts. I did drain the chop suey vegetables. So let me turn that back up. I'm going to go ahead and use that liquid out of the bean, only the bean sprouts. Let's check our, now this I won't need, these I will need. Get the pan out of the way. Biscuit pan now that I use. Let me get this. cooking and getting that meat flavor and juice and all that. That's how you get that off that pan. And now for our bean sprout, let's check our, oh, that rice will be good. Let's check it. Okay, y'all, look at that. That's fluffing up fine. It's gonna be a good rice. Yep. Now to heat your bean sprouts and the other, since my pan was too small, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in my pot. If you got a bigger skillet, that would have been fine too. But this will be fine to put your bean sprouts into your squash with your rice. Now with that being still hot, I'm going to go ahead and put another capful of my sesame seed oil into my rice and squash mixture. Get that. Let's see if that, let me get a little, let me turn that down, get a little test spoon here and just a little more salt. Now you can just eat that rice with some soy sauce. They're low sodium. I'm gonna put a little pepper in it. I'm gonna let that just sit over here and let that sit right there. Let me get this taken care of. Okay, see that liquid? You want that. So what I'm gonna do, let me turn that down a little. Just a little bit, a little hair. I'm gonna give me some cornstarch. Give me a little bit of water in my I'd say about a half a cup of water. I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Almost, I think that was close enough. Mix that. Get that off there. A little bit of white on there. Now, just gonna make a well in the center of that. I'm gonna add that to my pot through my screen drawer strainer so that if there was any lumps, I'm gonna turn that back up. If there was any lumps, messy bit again. That's gonna thicken that. That's gonna thicken that. Let me get just a little bit of mess cleaned up. Let me get Billie Jean's mess cleaned up. Can't stand a mess, y'all. Can't stand a mess. Now see, that's getting really thick. That's okay, because we're going to have it into our rice mixture. Turn that off. Now, what I'll probably do, let me check this, because you don't want this gravy too thick. I think it'll be all right, though. Let's see. Give us a little test spoon. Try it out. I'll just use that spoon that I used my. That's good. So now then I'm going to add my about 2, let's just say we'll put in 2 tablespoons of the soy and 1 tablespoon there. About this less sodium. And mix that in. So that'll be a lot less. That's got your meat and all that. This has got your rice, squash, fresh squash in it. Now I like to eat this here that's in this. I just like to eat it by itself. If I get hungry, then I like to eat that by itself. So what I'll do, Mother's got some of those chips that we made, and what I'll do is I'll just put she won't eat a lot, but I'll put the rice squash mixture here, and I'll take some of the thick pork with the Oriental vegetables, and that's what we'll have for this evening's meal, because I didn't really feel like cooking a lot of something, and this is a fast way for y'all to have a good little meal. I hope y'all are doing okay. God bless you. God bless us. God bless the United States. I don't know if I'll come on live tonight or tomorrow, but we just have to wait and see how my health tests go. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.